It is very timely because it is high time that people know how the government keep tracks of expenditures rather than spending without monitoring.
Meron pong programa ang gobyerno para po maka-access ng information sa amin. Kayo po ay makakakuha ng tama, reliable, truthful information from your government. Sabi nga po ng boss namin, karapatan po ninyo na makakuha ng information sa government dahil sa inyo po, sa mga binabayad niyo pong tax nang galing na gawa yung information na ito.
The engagement is continuous even after na-submit yung feedback. So, it doesn't mean na pag na-submit nyo na, okay, tapos na. So, every step of the way, the government is constantly updating you, informing you, and engaging with you kung ano po yung nangyari dun sa sinubmit po natin.
In fact, napakasaya po namin dahil ang Guimaras State College ay isa po sa nag-i-implement ng Freedom of Information Program sa atin pong bansa. Isa po sila sa mga state universities and colleges na compliant sa FOI requirements po ng FOI program.
Is to provide and promote a more efficient and effective mechanism for planning, monitoring, evaluation, and validation of government programs and projects for the Budget and Management Bureaus under DBM.
A geotag photo is a photograph that has an geographic location. Usually meron siyang latitude and longitude.
Nagpapasalamat po kami sa ginawa ng PCO, PIA, GEC sa araw nito o sa umagang ito na binigyan ng pag-asa ang ating mga kababayan ng personal na maririnig at malaman ang freedom of information to become transparent in our locality.
Visit www.foi.gov.ph.
May we all rise for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Good morning, Jerica.
Hi, Justice!
Good morning, everyone.
Magandang umaga sa lahat!
Today, we are celebrating the 5th year of the Declaration of International Day for Universal Access to Information. The Freedom of Information Project Management Office, as the lead agency for the implementation of Executive Order No. 2, Series of 2016, or the Freedom of Information Program, joins the rest of the countries in the world in celebration of IDUAI in the Philippines.
Today, we highlight the importance of access to information, especially in this time of uncertainty, with the theme, Access to Information, Saving Lives, Building Trust, Bringing Hope. Our celebration will magnify the right to information in times of crisis. That vital and truthful information is important in saving people's lives, and that a responsive and open government builds our trust.
In line with our IDUAI celebration, we are also awarding the winners of our second annual FOI Multi-Arts Festival. Who will emerge victorious in this year's contests? We'll get to know them later.
Our virtual celebration is streamed live via our official Facebook page, FOI Philippines. Please like and share this live stream. You may also send us your IDUAI thoughts or greetings. Just drop them to our comment box and we'll read them later. Use our official hashtags in all your social media posts today. Hashtag Access to Info Day, hashtag Right to Know, and hashtag FOI-PH.
To formally welcome us to this year's International Day for Universal Access to Information Festival, may we listen to PCOO Assistant Secretary and FOI Program Director Attorney Christian R. Ablan for his opening remarks.
Thanks, Justice, and thanks, Jerica. Friends, fellow public servants, and partners for change, good morning. September 28th of every year is declared by the United Nations as the International Day for Universal Access to Information, or better known as IDUAI. This year's theme, Access to Information, Saving Lives, Building Trust, and Bringing Hope, puts our advocacy and most especially our mandate on access to information at the forefront of our fight against this global pandemic. This year is not only challenging our way of life, but also our way of living life. And as we face and undergo a great shift, be it in our work, in our education, in our simple day-to-day activities, or in our relationships, there is a need for us to connect, to know. That is why we need access to information. The 2020 IDUAI celebration here in the Philippines highlights how we are in dire need of access to information as we battle the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, on our second year of hosting the IDUAI celebration, we transitioned into the new normal to allow a virtual delivery of our FOI Multi-Arts Festival 2020. Our team has organized contests whose main goal is to unleash the creativity of Filipinos in depicting and advocating the importance of access to information in nation building. We fully recognize the need for access to information because through it, we can better equip ourselves in making the right and informed decisions and protect ourselves and our loved ones from vulnerabilities. And to further strengthen our platforms to access information is to fulfill a promise of development and relive the sense of democracy. We in the Freedom of Information Project Management Office under the Presidential Communications Operations Office, together with the 634 compliant agencies of the executive branch, are working diligently to ensure that timely, relevant, and truthful information is accessible to every Filipino. Because in times of crisis, a strong call for transparency and accountability is ultimately sought. I personally believe that if there's one thing that keeps us together as people, it is hope. And when we make information accessible, it gives people hope that the system can be trusted, that the FOI program can be trusted. I can attest that even as a small institution, FOI-PMO has made its impact, and FOI as a program works. But we will not stop to where we are right now. We shall strive to ensure that every Filipino who needs access to information can freely do so anytime, anywhere. Ang FOI program po ay parang pagbibisikleta. Kailangan namin pumedal upang may patunguhan ang malayang pagkalap ng impormasyon sa bansa. Bumps on the road are also inevitable. But like what Greg Lamond, a former professional road racing cyclist, said, one thing that cycling has taught me is that if you can achieve something without a struggle, it's not going to be satisfying. I believe our daily progress as an institution will contribute to a much bigger initiative for future use. On behalf of the Freedom of Information Project Management Office family, I thank everyone for trusting the FOI program. Isang mapagpalayang International Day for Universal Access to Information sa ating lahat. Magandang umaga, and back to you, Justice and Jerica.
Thank you, Asek. Now, may we listen to PCOO Secretary and FOI Champion Secretary Martin Andonar first message.
Friends, fellow public servants, and partners for change, good morning. This year's celebration of the International Day for Universal Access to Information, or IDUAI as we know it, is monumental. Monumental because we braved the challenges brought by the pandemic. Monumental because we had interesting breakthroughs along the way. And monumental because we remained steadfast in bringing you this FOI Multi-Arts Festival 2020. And with that, it is again with great pleasure that the Presidential Communications Operations Office, through its Freedom of Information Project Management Office, proudly celebrates IDUAI. I congratulate FOI-PMO for making our second IDUAI celebration possible amidst the pandemic. Keep doing what you do best. Likewise, I congratulate the participants and winners in our various contests. I hope we all take inspiration from IDUAI 2020 themes: access to information, saving lives, building trust, bringing home, and aspire to multiply its effects in our own communities. We believe that when people are armed with the right information, they are confident in choosing what is best for them, and that they keep themselves safe from misinformation and disinformation. That is why, together with our partners, we are motivated to proactively deliver reliable and accurate information to every Filipino through our different communication platforms. We are doing what needs to be done to make sure that the Filipino people can have access to significant information so that our right to access information is exercised, so that we continue to honor our democracy. As we further bolster our efforts to pass a Freedom of Information law, we would want to enlist you and your help in promoting this prime advocacy. We also implore you to arm yourselves with a desire to know and to be critical of what you read or hear. Let us work hand in hand to realize our vision of a transparent and accountable government. Sana rin po ay patuloy niyong tangkilikin ang FOI program at suportahan ang aming pagsusulong ng FOI Bill at Media Workers Bill sa Kongreso. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay.
Thank you, Secretary Andanar, for your message. Before we proceed to our awarding ceremony, may we call on Ms. Casey Avehar, Division Chief of the Communications and Capacity Development Division, to enlighten us about the FOI Multi-Arts Festival.
This 2020 marks the 5th year of the declaration of the International Day for Universal Access to Information. The Freedom of Information Project Management Office, being the lead agency tasked for the implementation of Executive Order Number 2, series of 2016, or the Freedom of Information Program, took the lead to celebrate IDUAI in the Philippines. For this year's celebration, FOI-PMO conducted its second annual FOI Multi-Arts Festival, adopting this year's IDUAI theme, Access to Information, Saving Lives, Building Trust, Bringing Hope. Contests include essay writing, poster making, FOI comics, photography, and jingle making, all of which highlight the importance of freedom of information or access to information. FOI-PMO seeks to unleash the creativity of Filipinos in depicting and advocating the importance of access to information in nation building through various forms and means of art such as literary work, poetry, photo, and film, incorporating our unique Filipino identity and culture. The FOI Multi-Arts Festival was launched last July 2020 through our official social media channels. The festival is open to all Filipinos regardless of age, level of expertise, or geographic location. After months of call for entries, we have received almost hundreds of entries, and today, in time for our celebration of IDUAI, we are finally announcing the winners for each contest. We'd like to say a big thank you to everyone for participating, and it has been a great pleasure receiving all your essays, comics, photos, and songs promoting access information. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Casey. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the moment we've been waiting
Fellow
for.
public
We shall start with the presentation and awarding of our FOI Multi-Arts Festival Comics Contest winners. Take it away, Christian.
Stanley once said, "Comics are stories. They're like novels or anything else. So the first thing you have to do is become a good storyteller." We have received multiple entries from everyone, and I must say that they could have fooled me that those comics aren't yet published worldwide. The comics must be a 4-page comic book with a general theme on freedom of information and transparency in the Philippines. It must be your visualization on how people utilize access to information, freedom of information as a means to participate in our government. A number of comics were received and were judged on the following criteria: content 25%, story 25%, art quality 25%, and style 25% for a total of 100%. After a thorough review of all entries, these represent our comics winners. Our second runner-up, from Dagupan, Pangasinan. She is currently studying at the Lyceum Northwestern University. Congratulations to Carlan M. Botardo. Her entry, "I Over Gubat," explains the importance of the availability of information to prepare for a looming disaster.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank every person who is behind this competition. Thank you for giving us, especially a student like me, a platform to where we can voice out our thoughts about the things around us in a creative way. I overgo but is my way of saying that access to information is vital to us as a country that sits along the belt of the Pacific Ring of Fire. Typhoons and earthquakes are natural phenomena. And without the access to information, imagine the impacts of these disasters to us if we are uninformed. Again, Thank you so much for this opportunity. May you continue to champion the talent of every Filipino for the next few years to come.
Congratulations, Carlan. Moving on, our first runner-up from Quezon City. Congratulations to Jisoo Hong. Her comics entitled Dalawang Henerasyon, Iisang Karanasan talks about the different experiences of a lola and a boss in accessing information then and now.
Hi everyone, I am Jisoo Hong, a participant who was luckily chosen as one of the top 3 in the contest. I would like to thank Freedom of Information Philippines for choosing my entry as one of the top 3 in the FOI Multi-Arts Festival. As I started my entry, I learned that having a freedom of information is really important to us. Thank you again, Freedom of Information Philippines, for the opportunity and trust you have given me. At last, this is Jisoo Hong.
And now, our champion for the IDUAI Festival 2020 Comics Contest. Our winning comics, a student from Iloilo Science and Technology University. Congratulations to Saijel Vaay. His entry, Isend Mo To, reminds us to be responsible social media users.
Hello everyone, I'm Saijel Vaay, a student from Iloilo Science and Technology University. I would like to take this opportunity to give thanks to FOI Philippines for allowing me to showcase my ability. I would also like to express my gratitude to Part 2 Multimedia League of ISACHU for encouraging me to join this contest. Information today can be misleading. That's why it is necessary to check the legitimacy of the source of information. Social media is one of the major sources of today's information. A friendly reminder to all that it's not just about the platform, but also how people behave toward the content and its sources. Once again, thank you very much.
Congratulations to all our winners for the comic contest. You will all get a trophy, a certificate of recognition, and a gift certificate.
Let's pause for a short break. We'll now listen to our first FOI jingle making entry entitled May Alam at May Pakialam.
Marami tayong tanong sa ating isipan, mga gumugulo, mga gustong malaman. ikaw ay magiging sangkap ng pagbabago. Lagi mong tatandaan na mga may alam, makibahagi at matuto, alamin ang tama at totoo. Lagi mong tatandaan na mga may alam, huwag mong ipagwalang bahala, itong ating karapatan. La 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 la, la 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 la, may alam at may pakialam. La 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 la, la 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 la. Lagi mong tatandaan na mga may alam, makibahagi at matuto, alamin ang tama at totoo. Lagi mong tatandaan na mga may alam, huwag mong ipagwalang bahala, itong ating karapatan. La 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 la, la 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 la, may alam at may pakialam. La 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 la, la 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 la, kung may tanong i-FOI na yan.
And that is our first FOI jingle making entry entitled May Alam at May Pakialam. Next up, our photography contest. Here is Ella to announce our winners.
One of the activities for the IDUAI Festival 2020 is the conduct of the photography contest. Every photo has a story that has a deep meaning that was visualized and felt by the photographer itself. And like what Ansel Adams said, you don't take a photograph, you make it. This contest is open to all amateur and professional Filipino photographers. Participants can submit a maximum of 2 photos capturing the idea of this year's IDUAI theme: access to information, saving lives, building trust, and bringing hope. The judging criteria for this category are as follows: adherence to the theme, 40%, clarity of expression and uniqueness of concept, 40%, and creative title and description, 20%, for a total of 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, these are your winners for the photography contest. Our second runner-up, from Cagayan de Oro City, congratulations to Mariam Hafisa M. Sulaiman. Her photo, Hope or Less, challenges us to choose truth over fear, to hope or to become less.
Assalamu alaikum. Greetings of peace to everyone. Alhamdulillah, all praises are due to Allah. As we live our everyday lives, let us not forget to be grateful. This quarantine may have brought us hardships, but they came with lessons we can learn from. Indeed, I am blessed to be able to see and bring out the good in everything, even at the toughest times. Mostly, I am grateful that our Creator has been infinitely and constantly sustaining us, providing for us, and comforting us. This pandemic, this test, this crisis, or any word that you can attribute to our situation today is something we have no control of. But we can choose to bring hope within and around us in the midst of uncertainty and fear. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Nawan from Marawi City. Congratulations to Rahima Hafsa Pangarungan. She depicts FOI as a democratic vaccine, access to state agencies, and their information democracy between the government and its citizens.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Greetings of peace to everyone. Thank you, FOI, and all partnering organizations for this chance to call to action. That even with just a single photo, we can be creative and innovative upon reaching out to people in this time of pandemic. To the MSU Suwara publication, thank you. To my Bespar, who inspired me to capture memories and histories, I am always forever grateful to meet you and our Mante Jali fam. To my Mama Inte Alonto, the Lidig Pangarungan family, thank you. To my parents, Fatima Sahara and Owaida, and of course my brothers, Shams, Amin, Muhammad, thank you very much. You are the best gift in my life after faith. May God bless you, heaven. Amin. And finally, to God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all praises are due to Him. Let us take the challenge to be FOI fighters and be real free Filipinos. Thank you.
And now, our champion for the IDUAI Festival 2020 Photography Contest. Our winning comics. From Caloocan City, congratulations to Klein Echo. His photo, Coping, illustrates a mother and her child coping to the COVID-19 pandemic situation. It talks about the innovation in learning and educating our future generations to be resilient citizens.
I am humbled and honored that I was chosen to be as one of the winners in your photography contest. During this pandemic, it's an eye-opener to all of us the importance of access to information, especially in the health sector. Thank you and stay safe for all of us.
Muli, congratulations to our winners. And now, let's hear the winners of the poster making contest. Let's go, Miss Diane.
Graphics attract the attention and make a poster truly memorable. It's typically the most important aspect of a presentation in order to relay the message of the design. When designing a poster, think about the one aspect of the information that must convey the message and connect the design around it. The poster should be a visualization of this year's IDUAI theme, access to information, saving lives, building trust, bringing hope. Contestants may use any medium and a 15 by 20 wide illustration board. A number of poster making entries were received and were judged on the following criteria. Interpretation or relevance to the theme, 40%. Originality, style, and creativity, 40%. Presentation, neatness, visual impact, 20%, for a total of 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the winners for the poster making contest. Our second runner-up, congratulations to Jare and Silvestre from Trinidad V. Canha, Santa Teresa National High School, San Miguel, Hordan, Guimaras.
My heartfelt gratitude to the opportunity given to me to enhance and show my skills to this contest. It has developed and improved me in every aspect of my talent. It gave a chance to every aspiring artist, and I'm very grateful for being a part of that. Through this contest, I learned that being able to express your thoughts freely can inform people different feelings, emotions, or something you can eagerly wanted to tell the world. It proved that art can also be a way to help educate and teach others than just words itself. And hopefully, having the freedom of information, we can have a fair and meaningful life where everyone can be heard and no one will be silenced. My warmest thank you to all.
Our first runner-up, congratulations to Frank Justin S. Brabante of Bao National High School, Bao, Camarines Sur.
Magandang araw po. Unang-una, lubos po akong nagpapasalamat sa lahat ng bumubuo ng paligsaang ito. Sa 4 na taon ko bilang isang campus journalist, alam ko ang hirap makakalap lamang ng totoo at patas na impormasyon. Gayunpaman, ipagpapatuloy ko ito sapagkat karapatan ng bawat isa, ng kapwa ko mag-aaral at ng bawat Pilipino ang kalayaan sa pamamahayag at mapagkakatiwalaang balita at impormasyon. Muli, maraming salamat at sama-sama nating itaguyod ang universal access to information.
And now, our champion for the IDUAI Festival 2020 Poster Making Contest. Our winning poster is from Iloilo Science and Technology University, Iloilo City. Congratulations to John Eliakim Azor V. Custodio.
Magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Ako po si John Eliakim Azor V. Custodio, a student of Iloilo Science and Technology University. Ako po ay nagpapasalamat sa FOI Philippines for making this event happen, which is the celebration of International Day for Universal Access to Information with the theme Access to Information, Saving Lives, Building Trust, Bringing Hope, where we students have given an opportunity to showcase our talent. At hindi lang po yan, kundi para rin makiisa sa pagharap at pagkipaglaban upang supuin ang pagkalat ng coronavirus. Sa paggawa ng poster making ay ating pinapaalala ang kaligtasan at pagpapahalaga at pagiging responsable ng bawat tao sa kanilang kalusugan. Maraming salamat po and God bless us all.
Congratulations to all our winners for the photography and poster making contest. You will all get a trophy, certificate of recognition, and a gift certificate.
This time, we'll now listen to our second FOI jingle-making entry entitled Malaya Kang Malaman Mo.
May karapatan kang makialam, magsabi sa gobyerno. May karapatan kang ipahayag ang damdamin mo. Kung nasa tama ka, kung walang tinatapakan, kung walang naaabala, may karapatan. Huwag kang papayag na hindi mo malaman ang katotohanan sa likod nitong bayan. Huwag magbulag-bulagan, huwag tumahimik lang. Isigaw mo, oh, oh, isigaw mo. Malaya ka, malaya ka, malaya ka, malaman mo. Kung may gusto kang malaman, ikaw ay tutulungan, aming pakikinggan ang katotohanan. Huwag kang papayag na hindi mo malaman ang katotohanan sa likod nitong bayan. Huwag magbulag-bulagan, huwag tumahimik lang. Isigaw mo, isigaw mo, isigaw mo, isigaw mo, malaya ka. Malaya ka, malaya ka, malaya kang malaman mo. Malaya ka.
And that is our FOI jingle making entry entitled Malaya Kang Malaman Mo. At this point, let's take the momentum to the awarding of the essay writing contest. The floor is yours, Ase Chris.
According to the famous author Stephen King, the scariest moment is always just before you start. And after that, things can only get better. To write an essay, it describes one's personal feelings, thoughts, opinions, or experience. You'll never know how to start, but once you do it, it is hard to stop. Today, we award the essays that stand out the most, whose thoughts and ideas resonated our call for a more transparent and open government, and on the importance of access to information. For this year's essay writing contest, the theme was anchored on the IDUAI's theme, Access to Information, Saving Lives, Building Trust, and Bringing Hope. Entries should be in English with a minimum of 300 words and a maximum of 600 words. All entries were judged by a panel of judges using the following criteria. For content, which includes relevance of topic or the accuracy of data, 35%, organization, the unity of thought, and the flow of discussion is another 35%. Under style, you have originality and creativity, 20%, and under mechanics or grammar and punctuation, 10%, for a total of 100%. And after a thorough review of all our entries, these are our essay winners. Our second runner-up, congratulations to Jerome Garcia of Mariveles, Bataan. His essay entitled FOI on Striving for an Inclusive Nation Building talks about the immense role and impact of accessible information that we must recognize it as an integral part of good governance as we continue to strive for inclusive nation building.
I am grateful for this recognition, which primarily serves as a platform to closely review the concept of freedom of information here in our country. We are yet to attain and realize the immense role of freedom of information in instilling a culture of transparency and accountability in our government, and more importantly, in maximizing the capabilities of our highly informed and critical citizens, workers, and the basic masses to collectively push forward for genuine pro-people policies and social justice. Together, we strive harder for a right to information.
Our first runner-up, congratulations to Richard B. Haravata of Pandacan, Manila. And his piece is How FOI Saves Mang Freddy, captures the success of a citizen in accessing information from a government agency, and through the FOI platform, government gives us hope that together we can survive and deal with this pandemic strategically.
Mabuhay FOI Philippines. Thank you for recognizing my essay. Well, my entry simply says that the key to unleashing the benefit of information and knowledge is effective access to them. The Philippine government and its partner continue to facilitate access to information through timely updates, infographics, and other content posted in mass media and on social media. All this information make the Filipino people trust the government in its COVID-19 response. They also give us hope that together we can survive and deal with this pandemic strategically. Again, thank you.
And now, our champion for the IDUAI Festival 2020 Essay Contest. Our winning essay was written by, congratulations to Rahima Hafsa Pangarungan of Marawi City, Lanao del Sur. Suwara accounts the author's experience as an IDP brought by the Marawi siege a few years back, and she believes that freedom of information thrives to be the best step to building that trust to reliving the democracy.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Greetings of peace to everyone. First, I would like to thank the Freedom of Information and all the people who made this possible. Thank you for the opportunity to voice ourselves, to fight for the freedom of information, and to live with democracy. Thank you for all the people who have supported me in my journey as an advocate of Islam, of peace and divine. To the Mindanao State University of Marawi, to the Suwara publication, to my friends, to my Mama Inte Alonto Pangarungan, the leading family, thank you. To my parents, Fatima Sahara and Uwaida, and of course my brothers, you have given me constant affection and support more than I deserve. May God bless you, heaven. Ameen. Finally, to God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all praises are due to Him. May we write with our hearts and minds the truth to better histories. Thank you.
Congratulations to our essay writing winners. Next up, the awarding of the jingle making contest. Take it away, Joey.
Another medium that has the power to move people in a way to listen is through a jingle. A jingle should tell the world what you have to offer, a memorable and attention-grabbing song that will get stuck in listeners' heads, but will also make a statement about our advocacy. The jingle should be able to delve into the ideas of the following: transparency, government accountability, and active citizen participation. The lyrics must be in Filipino, English, or a combination of both, and should not be less than 1 minute 30 seconds and not more than 3 minutes, including all the musical accompaniment. All entries were judged by a panel of judges using the following criteria: creativity, which includes songwriting style, technique, scale, originality, 40%. Lyric content, which includes relevance to the theme and clarity, 30%. Melody, rhythm, music, 20%. Audience impact, recall and catchiness, 10%. A total of 100%. Ladies and gentlemen, let's congratulate our winners for the jingle making contest. Our first runner-up, congratulations to the song Malaya Kang Malaman Mo by Gerald Nakita of Lipa City, Batangas.
I am Gerald Nakita from Lipa City, Batangas. I would like to thank Freedom of Information for this opportunity to be part of the National FOI Multi-Arts Festival 2020. More power and God bless. Keep safe and thank you so much.
And now, our champion for the IDUAI Festival 2020 Jingle Making Contest. Congratulations to the song May Alam at May Pakialam by Vianica K.E. Israel of Castillejos, Zambales.
Thank you very much po, Freedom of Information Philippines, for the opportunity and recognition. Thank you rin po sa judges, and of course, thank you rin po kay God for giving me this kind of talent that I'm able to share with you all. At sa lahat po ng viewers, let us support Freedom of Information Philippines by liking and following their official Facebook page and also by visiting their website. Yun lamang po. Thank you and stay safe, everyone.
Congratulations to all of our winners and a big round of applause to everyone who participated to this year's IDUAI.
The success of our IDUAI Festival 2020 would not be possible without the utmost support and generosity of our partners. Today, we will honor them through a certificate of appreciation for their invaluable contribution to our event.
First, let me acknowledge all the judges who provided their time, effort, and expertise during the final judging. They are Niles Jordan D. Breis, Executive Council Member of NCAA Literary Arts, Virginia R. Arcilia Agtay, Director 3 of NIB, Vanessa Landig and Kevin Laranang of BOC, Vivian Suerte Cortez, Program Manager of HIVO Southeast Asia, Bea Bailon and Alain Nicole Namuco of PCOO, Paco Evangelista, Special Projects Coordinator of PTV, and Miss Geraldine D. Araneta of NCAA.
I must say that this festival is very much memorable, not only to me, but to everyone here today. It is indeed an incredible event with all the creative and amazing entries of our participants.
To everyone who participated for this year's FOI Multi-Arts Festival, thank you very much. Together, we promote access to information.
I am Jerica Ramirez.
And I'm Justice Gitpayat.
Thank you and good day.
Nang hinaing ng bayan na malaman ang katapatan na itong ating pamahalaan. Sa tagal ng panahon di malaman kung bakit nga ba ngayon lamang nagkatapang na may katuparan to. Hindi na pwedeng malay ko pa dyan at di na pwedeng walang pananagutan. Buksan na ang pinto, buksan pati libro, at nang malaman ng bayan, huwag mong sabihin malay ko, alamin mo ang totoo. Malaya ka na ngayong malaman ang kasaysayan ng bayan, at di ka na maniniwala sa sabi-sabit haka-haka. Mas malaya ka kung may malay ka, mas malaya ka.